I'm Kristi King, and I am a canine trainer behaviorist that helps all animals that I possibly can. Yeah, good boy.
Join me as I venture into different areas of the dog world and embark on many adventures of all kinds.
Sit. Her body mechanics to get her into that sit position. Hey guys, I come bearing gifts.
Thank you very much. We definitely are in need of wet packs.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are at Bandage Paws in Grand Prairie, where we're going to do a tour of their facility and see some of the lovely critters that they have up for adoption. One thing that we haven't talked about much in the past is that I also work as an animal enforcement officer in Fairview, Alberta. So Bandage Paws has been great enough in the past to take on quite a few animals that we kind of had too long and hadn't got adopted. We don't have a big adoption rate at the pound, so Bandage Paws gets a lot more traction. They've been really great to help us out. So we also brought them some cat food today because I asked them if they needed anything, and they have about 200 cats right now. So they definitely needed some cat food. So yeah, we're gonna go on a tour here and see what they do and how they started, all that kind of jazz. When we're done here, we're gonna head over to Jail Auto Body Shop, where I have to do a class of 2 German Shepherds that are gonna be coming to my facility for a month for a board and train. Pretty high anxiety is the one, and the other one just needs a little bit more manners with other dogs. And yeah, after that, we're gonna go for another meeting with another rescue this afternoon. I'm gonna have lunch with the lady, and I've got to run over and pick up some dog crates from Barry over at Global Pets. So enjoy the episode.
So now I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the facility, show you a little bit of what we're about. So we'll start with our animal lobby. So this is our animal lobby. You can see some of our staff and volunteers doing some stuff. In this area, we typically do all the vet check stuff. We've got our scale. We've got our cat scale, all of that stuff. We've got our refrigerators for keeping like stuff in that we need, like samples, stuff like that. And then over here, we have our cat holding. So this is where any of the kitties first come when they come into us. So what we do in this room is that they have to go on a hold period for a certain amount of days. Our hold is about 10 days. And in that time frame, we just kind of get to know that animal a little bit better, make sure that they don't have anything wrong, any health issues that could be transferred to other animals. And then over here, we have our perfect palace. So this is sponsored by Pet Value. So this one is our communal room. So we've only got a few cats in here right now, but they have lots of things to play with, as you can see. Lots of shelves for scaling and climbing, as cats like to do. In here, we have our cat lounge. So this is another communal room. They do go in kennels at nighttime. Oh, stay in, guys. They do go in kennels at night, but they all are out and about during the day. The only ones that do get locked up during the day in their kennels are the ones that are new to this space. So we just like to keep them confined in their kennels for at least a little while, just to let them get used to the fact that there's so many other cats, let them adjust to the space a little bit. Okay. And then we do have a little catio over here. So we do have a window that opens, and then you can see a little stair system. You can see out there we've got like all these like sticks, tree things like crossing over that they can climb on. There's like a whole cat house in there that's got different levels, and like there's carpet in it for them to scratch. So yeah, they have quite the space to have fun in. Do you want to see this little fuzzball?
You need to go. You're almost done,
right? And almost getting to that age where they're ready to go.
Hey, get down. Oh, get up, get up. Okay, so one thing I like to do with dogs that don't heel and walk on leash very nice is I teach them how to walk on a leash before putting a leash on them because they're a lot easier. If you guys saw earlier, she was really jumpy and kind of nippy, but she's starting to understand that all I want from her is to just be calm and sit nice. And now we're gonna start working on the walking. Okay, with me. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Oh, you dropped it. Look. There you go. Do you have a leash and a collar? Good. Good. Yes. So I'm just using a lot of lures with her because she doesn't really know. So this girl was surrendered for nipping, right? She's very mouthy, and it's just because no one knew how to teach her not to be, right? Because we, what, like 3 seconds we worked with her, and now she's not being rude anymore. Good girl. So again, I'm asking her with me when I walk, and I'm just letting her nibble the food. Yes. Here. Yes. Good. Hey, cat. I forget her name. Sit. Yes. Good girl. It's always good to do some fun stuff, even with our rescues, just to keep them going a little bit. Yes. Good girl. So, we're going to teach her to use the tunnel. Let's go. Good girl. Good, Drew. Good job. Gianna. What's this? Good girl. Yeah. Good Drew. Good Drew. Come on. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. The goal is to teach her where we want her on the leash. So obviously I'm speeding this up way more than what you would do with your own dog or normally, but with me. You're dropping it. Let's go. She's dropping her treats. Yes. Come on. Yeah, good girl. Good. Good job. Hey, Kiana. Hi. Or Jaya. I did it again. Just wanted to call her Kiana. Yes. The big thing that I want to point out is, like you've seen in the beginning, she was, hi, how are you? Come here. Let's not jump on the camera, guy, hey? She was like really intense, her face, when we first came in here, and just that little tiny bit of like 10 minutes of working with her. Can you get her face there? Look how much softer her eyes are now. Hey, here, I'll put her in. Oh, now she knows that if she goes in there, it's a good thing. Good girl. Yeah. Come. See you. Can you smile for the camera guy? Show him your pretty eyes. Look at those eyes. So all this dog really needs is super smart. It's just someone to work with her. If someone's looking for like an agility buddy or a good hiking buddy, she would be your girl because she learns super, super fast. She's quite slobbery, but she's a good girl, and that's all she really wants. She just wants someone to teach her some boundaries. That's a nice girl. Yeah. And she's learning right now that if she's nice and she doesn't jump on me, she gets all the love in the world. Hi. That's what we want. Huh? So Anna, thanks for having us here today.
You're very welcome.
So how did Bandage Paws get started?
Bandage Paws got started all the way back in 2012. It was solely supposed to be just foster-based, out of a small home. It was just some animal lovers trying to come together within the community and do good by the animals, but they were very, very small at first. Since then, it's grown substantially. We got into this facility in 2019, May of 2019, so last year. The year prior to moving into the facility, we had taken in 480 animals. Within 7 months in our facility, we took in 903.
Wow.
Yeah, and then now in 2012, just in the amount of time we've had for 2012, we have taken in 780.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I heard Natasha talking earlier that your guys' turnover rate is pretty great here.
It is, yeah, for sure. We definitely work with some outside sources. So we do, like how I was saying, this is sponsored by Pet Value. So they do host kitties for us.
Okay.
So they've got some kennels there. So we do get foot traffic from different pet stores. PetSmart also works with us. They have some cats there as well.
Nice.
And then there's Whiskers Cat Cafe. Not sure if you know them, but they have like a place where you can come, have coffee with the family, stuff like that, and all the cats there are from us.
How many animals do you think you guys have rehomed since you started?
We are at over 2,700.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a huge number. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us here today.
you're very welcome.
So you guys are gonna fix my car for me today?
We sure are.
Thank you, and I will try to fix your dogs.
I think the thing that I admire most about Christy is that it doesn't matter what the problem is, she can help that dog to make progress.
Learning how to control him from a distance a little bit better when he's distracted or there's something he likes somewhere else. I recently came to a class and I learned how to introduce him to other dogs, and there's always more things to learn.
Oh, the courses helped me with a lot of stuff. So I actually originally came to Christy because my dog started chasing cats all of a sudden.
I asked her if she would help me get him a little bit less frightened, a little bit more confidence, and so we've been doing that. He's become a lot more confident.
Hi guys, hope you're enjoying today's episode of Canine Kris. I wanted to take a second to invite you to our new website, caninekris.com, where you can purchase our specialty training equipment, clothing, and more. You can also book virtual and live training with me. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook too. I look forward to connecting with you. So I actually already know Heidi and Gertie. Heidi and Gertie are coming to my house today. They're going to stay with me for about a month so that they can learn to be a little more patient and a little more obedient. As you can see, when they get together, they get a little testy. So whenever you take two dogs together, especially one that has the energy that Heidi has, it is a lot harder, right? Gertie's getting it figured. She's a little scared because she's not sure what's going on. Training takes a lot of patience when you're working with a dog that has as much anxiety as Miss Heidi. But they are finally staying after about 10 minutes. I think we've been doing this, 10, 15 minutes. The exact same thing over and over again. And you guys will see by the end of the month, very different dog. Focus. Yes, you know that one. So before you met me, what kind of things have you tried with Heidi?
We had done, he had taken her to other training classes. We retrained. We tried medications, we tried CBD, we tried all kinds of things. Yeah.
So the biggest difference that you've seen in her so far is her walking on leash and her focus.
Yeah.
So we talked about that. So what is the biggest thing that you'd like to see from her by the time she comes home? If you could only pick for two things for me to fix, what would those two things?
The anxiety. I really don't want her to be an anxious dog, so
She's always going to be a little bit anxious.
well, a little bit, but where I can get her to come down when she's anxious and not have to spend 25 minutes every time getting her into that mental state she needs to be in. I would really love not to have to give her those corrections that she needs all the time. I want to just be able to,
Nice to be a voice command instead of
Yeah.
being cold.
Yep.
right, and she is getting really good with the hand gestures, but again, just the second she starts getting anxious, she's not seeing me, she's not hearing me, like you just stop existing to her.
Okay, Heidi, you ready to go on the treadmill now? Yeah? Let's go. Come on. Come on. Treadmill. Ooh, there you go. It's not just about the exercise. For Heidi, it's also about the mental stimulation. So treadmills fix a lot of behaviors in dogs. They they have to think the whole time that they're on the treadmill. So it's not just about running, because they can run with you beside a bike or run with you while you're running, but then stop and, you know, look at the squirrel running by or smell the flowers or whatever. With this, she has to pay attention the whole time because we change the incline and we change the speed. So 20 minutes on a treadmill is equivalent to probably like a 2-hour walk as far as how much it's going to exhaust her. Heidi is a special case. When I first taught her to use the treadmill, it was not easy. She did not like it. But we worked through it and with a little bit of muscle there, and now she actually does like it. You're okay. She don't like the camera at all. Good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's my girl. And you can see she's wagging her tail, especially when I talk to her. Sit. No, it's here. Yes. That's better. Down. That's better. Wait. And believe it or not, this dog is a great cuddler. Like, you can't tell today, but this dog has slept in my bed and will literally roll on her side, on her back, face on my face when she's done having a crazy exercise day, huh? We need to go for a quad run again.
The sweetest dog. You would never know it when she's anxious, though.
Hi, baby. We're gonna get going and you're gonna have some different dogs when they come back.
Bye.
All right, let's see if they drag me out of here. She knows left. Heidi, let's go. Here. Gertie. Hi. Come on, guys.
Your treadmill training is like amazing. I would not have lasted like as many winters as we have without it because he hates going outside. Like he will run outside and go to the bathroom and like run back. But now I need some new, you know, tire him out kind of ideas while we're in the camper. Mental stimulation, I guess.
You start with 1 cup and you put a treat in it. You flip it upside down and you make it sure that it smells a lot. Get the dog to come and like flip it over with their nose.
Okay.
And they get the treats, right? So we're basically teaching them to flip first.
Flip
the cup. Yeah, cup. Otherwise known for party funner times with no dogs involved. But then we add the 2nd cup and we put 2 treats, get them to flip it. And then after they get really comfortable with that, we do 3 cups. Same thing. Then we go, when they're getting the idea to flip all 3, then we take 1 cup away again. And we take what you eat and put it in one, and the other one's empty. And the point of the game is to teach them to smell out and think where the treat is.
Okay.
So you start off that way, and then for the 2 cups, you go 3, 4, and you build it to like 15 cups to the point where your dog is like sniffing around until he finds the right one. And then when he finds the right one, knocks it over. So they have to think really hard, and it really mentally exhausts them.
That makes sense. I should totally try that one with him. I'm really glad we could get together. I really wanted to talk to you about these. They're raffle tickets.
I knew it.
I'm helping sell them. You know I'm on the board, right? With the Northern Lakes Regional Humane Society.
Okay, yeah.
We're in out of high level, and we're raffling off a 2020 Summit 850
Ooh.
with a custom wrap. It is gorgeous. And yeah, so the tickets are...
Never even been skidooing in my life.
Really?
I swear to God. I've done like...
I honestly thought you would have owned one.
I have like jumped out of planes and quadded, and I ride a Harley, and I have never been on a skidoo. She's getting me to help with their rescue. They're selling tickets for the Humane Society. See, I'm already helping you sell tickets.
And this is why I came to you. Because you're amazing with that.
Wow. Goodbye. So we're here right now in Grand Prairie at Whiskers Cat Cafe. Earlier they talked about this place at Bandage Paws when we were there, and I didn't know this place existed. So I thought I would come and get a cappuccino on my iced cappuccino on my way out of town and see what all the buzz was about. So yeah, I have with me here Angie, and yeah, so are you the owner here? Yeah. So what made you decide to open this place?
I felt like Grand Prairie needed something like this. We needed obviously help with helping rehome animals, or cats I should say. Also somewhere therapeutic for people to come and hang out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And do you guys do any programs here at all? Besides, like, because I know you guys, the cats here are all from Bandage Paws, correct?
Yeah.
So that's kind of awesome.
We do have people that come regularly to do homeschool here.
Okay.
That kind of a program. We also do cat yoga, painting with cats.
Cat yoga. Like yes, I will have to check that out one day, for sure. Hi. Hello. How are you?
That is Amigo and Bali.
Hi. They look like they love each other.
This is new today. They don't normally snuggle. So.
Really? You decided that you're buddies? Hey, Barry.
Hey, Christy, how are you doing? Good to see you, sweetie.
Good to see you too. So I need a dog crate today. I
Okay.
came to see you, but
Gotcha.
I also thought I would bring you in here on our nice new fun show.
Sounds good. Awesome.
So for those of you that don't know, Barry is the owner of Global Pets in Grand Prairie. So I come and I buy a lot of equipment here, and I send a ton of my clients here to get training equipment, because they're the only store that sells a lot of the equipment that I use for specialty training. So in learning that in the store, I found out that Barry is also a trainer, and we've kind of established a friendship in the meantime. So yeah, I need a dog crate. We have another dog coming. Yes, I bought another dog. That will be 12. So you were working with a pretty nasty dog today.
I was, yeah. He's got some aggression issues, and he comes from a home where there's 3 animals, and there's one there that suffers from major anxiety, and then there's another one there that's kind of the leader of the pack that kind of has a way of adding stimulus to the problem.
Yes.
So we've got some work ahead of us.
Okay,
It's
well
not
that's
gonna
good.
be
He's on the
one.
right track. Seeing professional trainers is always the best route to go, especially as soon as
Yeah.
there's any signs of aggression. The quicker you can get into a trainer is good. So that's good on their part.
Absolutely.
Sure.
No, I got nothing but respect for them.
Yeah, so I need a new crate. If you can help me find a crate. I think I know which one I want. The same one as before, because
You bet.
he did not break out of it. I have a
Excellent.
jailbreak dog that likes to break every single crate I have ever put him in. And so far he hasn't broken out of these ones, so.
Yeah.
The dog. Catch that on camera? That was great. Hi. He's got your, there we go. Okay, get up. Get up, get up, get up.